Good morning. It's Tuesday, January 10th, 2023. It's 10:30 in the morning on the East Coast. And I want to talk about the Westhaven news release. Um, it's interesting that the market immediately sold it off on yesterday's news. I bought some on that dip, and here we are back to basically where we closed on Friday. So clearly, there was a knee-jerk, response to sell because hole 15 didn't intersect the kinds of grades that some were hoping for. I mean, obviously, I was hoping for, high grades over broad intervals, but the exploration process is an iterative process, and to hit on the first hole into a 900-meter step out is highly unlikely, as we well know. So let's talk a little bit about the news release from November, sort of talking about the wrap up of the Skoonka drill program. And this is really what caught my attention. A zone of veining that's over 60 meters, including pale gray chalcedony veining, including ginguru, and then extending the quartz vein system to almost 1,600 meters, total strike length of almost 1,600 meters. So that was exciting. And we knew that the JJ zone has some high grades based upon historical drilling, right? So holes 5 and 6 announced yesterday did intersect some high grades. We have 12 grams in hole 5. We have 21 grams in hole 6. So clearly the JJ zone hosts some pretty high grade gold. Um, but we need to continue, we need to find the continuation of this on, along strike to the east and west. So you can see the trend here, and you can see that the areas in green, the green dots are soil anomalies, and the blue are mag anomalies, mag low anomalies. So there's a lot of targets here at Skoonka, and there's a very clear trend here, the JJ trend. And this area over here has not even been tested at all. So there's a lot of areas that need to be tested, but they're focusing here because one step at a time, right? So this is hole 14B. This is hole 15. There's assays still pending from one hole from JJ West and a few more from the JJ zone. But you can see, let's see, what is this? Yeah, this is not. Yeah, this is okay. So hole 14B did intersect gold in multiple intervals. So the good news is that they were able to find the continuation of this zone down here in this is 600-meter step out. Then they stepped out another 300 meters down here, hole 15, and only caught a little sniff, half gram over 1.25 meters. But there's gold there, right? There's gold there. The interpretation that is explained by Peter Fischel in the news release is that they drilled too high up in the system to intersect the real sweet spot boiling zone. I believe what was intersected in hole 15, located 300 meters to the southwest of hole 14B, is likely the veined upper part of the system. Future drilling will target an undercut to see if the vein zone focuses down to a more constricted but stronger zone with better grades, as is often typical of high grade gold epithermal systems. So it's important to understand that uh, he's talking about targeting this area, sort of the sweet spot at depth, and hole 15 may have intersected higher up this chalcedony blanket. So this is an area of silicification. Say that 5 times. So when the water reaches the surface, it flows out and cools, allowing the silica to drop out of solution to form hard silicious sinter terraces. Low sulfidation veins are usually well banded, often with alternating layers of silica. So this is exactly what was described here: white to pale gray chalcedony veining, including ginguru. So the ginguru is the banding. Um, So that's it. I mean, it's really that simple. It's an iterative process. It takes time to figure these things out. To hit on a 600-meter or 900-meter step out the first time is absolutely unheard of. It doesn't happen. Um, I like the description here. This seemed pretty exciting, but as we know, the sector is prone to disappointment, and it takes time to make these, new discoveries happen. But definitely worth reading this site and understanding these kinds of low sulfidation epithermal systems. And the fact is that the pathfinders are all there. So they intersected, uh, you know, uh, molybdenum and arsenic. So these are pathfinder, elements for these kinds of systems. Um, where is it? Mm-mm-mm. Well, anyway, it's in here somewhere. Oh yeah, with elevated molybdenum. So hairline blends of ginguru with elevated molybdenum and arsenic. So any geo worth their salt that reads this is going to understand that this is actually really exciting. This is very interesting stuff. And they need to drill the undercut. They just need to hit it at a lower elevation to find the boiling zone. Now, obviously, it doesn't necessarily mean it's that the boiling zone is intact or it has a big system of high grade. This all needs to be figured out. But literally, the pieces of the puzzle are coming together here very nicely at Skoonka. And meanwhile, Westhaven has the whole shovel nose project, right? So we got more results coming from there over the next couple of months, and then they'll resume drilling at the FMN zone at shovel nose. So there's a lot to look forward to. And again, fully funded drill programs here, fully funded for all of 2023. And the market has bought the dip. Clearly, the knee jerk sellers um, have found buyers who want to buy this up, including myself. So, anyway, obviously, I'm biased. I have a pretty big position in Westhaven. Do your own due diligence. Thanks a lot for your time and have a great day.